Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's time for another foundation war video, and this time we are putting to the test three foundations here. We have the Conceal and Hydrate from Revolution, then we have True Skin from Catrice. Last but not least, I shall say Essence Pretty Natural Foundation. What I'm doing is exactly the same like my previous video. I will wear them for the whole day, update you, see how it looks in the morning, then after 6 hours, and then after maybe 4 hours, something about 10 hours mark. I'm gonna use the same primer like before. This is the Prime and Fine from Catrice, and I'm setting the foundation with the same powder like in my previous video, which is gonna be Stay Matte, Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and mine is in the shade 004 Sandstorm. I almost forgot to mention that if you don't know and if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Val. My skin is quite oily, especially in the T-zone, in the T-zone, on my chin, here in my on my forehead. It's really oily, so bear that in mind. And I think that's it. If you're curious to see which is the winner this time, just keep watching. Good morning, guys. It's time to start with the first foundation, which will be Catrice True Skin Foundation, and mine is in the shade 039 Warm Olive. Okay, you remember I've used this foundation before, as soon as I got it, and you remember I said that it's not the most long wearing foundation. That was, I think I got that in the winter. I don't remember which month was it. So I'm gonna build it up to like a bit more coverage, like before, like the previous times I did. Temperatures are gone higher, definitely. I just checked on my phone and it's showing 25 degrees Celsius, which is about, I checked 77 Fahrenheit, something like this, and it doesn't feel like this. It feels like 30. These foundations will be in a small disadvantage when it comes to temperature, so bear that in mind. And here the humidity, I forgot to check the humidity, but by the end of the day it's gonna be not less than 90 probably. I have to say though, I really like the way this foundation looks upon application on my skin. So for a concealer, I'm gonna use the True Skin. Mine is in the shade 032 Neutral Biscuit. I'm gonna finish off my makeup and I'll come back to you so you can see how everything looks like. So guys, this is the finished makeup look. This is how the foundation looks. I mean, everything applied on top perfectly fine. No problems whatsoever, and I'll see you guys in 6 hours, maybe less. We'll see about that. We'll see how is the weather and I'll decide later on, but so far so good. Oh, I'm back after about 6 hours and I have to be quiet because the boyfriend is sleeping in the next room and he wakes up from... Now it's been 6 hours and a half about since I'm wearing the Catrice foundation, and this is how my skin looks like. I'm looking quite oily, to be honest. The thing is that I was looking this way 2 hours ago. I mean, about the 4 hours mark, I was already oily. I mean, the foundation is still on my face. Definitely need to, you know, blot or powder or something, which I won't do, just so you see. It's caking just the tiniest bit around my nose, just the tiniest bit. Not as bad as the Catrice HD Liquid, what was the name of the foundation, the other one. It's not as bad. And here on the sides of my face, the foundation looks completely normal. It's just here, and it's a bit here. I mean, this zone here, even a bit further to the cheek, is quite oily. I was wearing a mask for half an hour about, and I was pulling the mask all the time just so it doesn't touch my nose. So if you see something missing, just this small bit here missing from my nose, it's just because of the mask. But yeah, that's the situation after 6 hours. I'm going now, and I'll see you in another 3 hours and a half, probably, because it's been 6.5 hours, so maybe another 3 hours and a half, and I'll see you later. Bye. So I know it's hot, and I'm sweaty, and it's hot, but my skin, my face, I mean, can you see that? It's not, it's 20 minutes before 9, which means that I'm wearing this foundation for about 10 hours already, just a little bit less, and I look oily. Now the weirdest thing I have to admit is that the foundation is not missing from anywhere. And this is definitely not the foundation for me, for like a full day wear to, you know, like I would wear this and I will keep wearing this when I need to wear foundation just for a few hours. And I don't mind, you know, like blotting, patting something, powdering my face every once in a while. Other than that, if you have skin like mine, don't count on this to keep you fresh and matte for the whole day. Definitely not. Good morning, you guys. Time for the second foundation, and today we're testing out. Which one should I test out? Oh, okay, Conceal and Hydrate from Revolutin, and I will add a drop of the Pro Foundation mixer from NYX. This is F9.5. This is too dark for me. It was so hard to pick a shade on their website. I will mix the tiniest bit of this foundation mixer. I'll definitely look a bit yellow. It's not so dark, it's just straight off yellow. This is the thing, but okay. Okay, it's definitely medium coverage. It looks nice right now. This foundation war is gonna be a bit different in the sense of that I know that all of these foundations are not meant for so oily skin like mine, if that makes sense. So even if they don't perform well, I'm fine with that because I knew that this is not intended for oily skin. I'm not gonna be nasty with the foundations. I'm just testing them for you. Now this one, upon first application, it sits like here, here, and here. First of all, it looks more dewy, definitely, than the True Skin. And second of all, it looks amazing here. But I see some weirdness happening here and there on my skin, especially here around my eyebrows and here in my pores, and it's creasing immediately here. I mean, this is the difference I want you to see, that for example this one and the Catrice are both hydrating foundations, but the Catrice one definitely looks better upon application, that's for sure. And anyway, I will finish off my makeup. You know the drill. I'll set the foundation with the Stay Matte from Rimmel, and I'll come back to you to let you know how everything looks like. Okay guys, this is how the makeup looks on my face after, this is how the foundation looks on my face after applying all the makeup. You can see it doesn't look so dewy now because I applied quite a lot of powder. And I have to say that after the powder, it looks really nice on my skin for now. Everything applied beautifully, I didn't have any problem with the bronzer, with the blush. But we are about to find out what will happen in 6 hours because it was really much more dewy than the Catrice foundation. I'm moving on with the rest of my day, and I'll see you in 6 hours. Guys, I'm back for the 6 hours mark. I'm gonna be quick here and tell you that funny enough, from a distance the foundation looks better than the Catrice, the True Skin from Catrice yesterday for the same amount of time wear. I mean, now I didn't leave, but it's extremely hot today. It's 31 degrees Celsius. But it's showing that the real feel is 36 degrees, extremely humid, hot, really hot. I was sweating a lot, but I have to say that the foundation started to look oily like about an hour ago or something. Like this area here got really so oily just an hour ago, where the Catrice was oily earlier in the day, if I remember. It looks much better from a distance. When you look up close though, you can see my forehead is not so oily now, and the sides of my face look completely normal. But the cakiness here, around my nose, just here, and here around my mouth and my chin is a lot. So, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Catrice was oilier, but this one looks cakier. So yeah, up close you can definitely see the cakiness here. It looks like textured. Yeah, otherwise I really like the way it looks on the sides of my face and on the top of my forehead. I mean just this part. So if you have normal to dry skin, you will probably like this. But anyway, let's see how it looks in 4 more hours. Okay guys, I'm back in about 9 hours and a bit. I won't be able to leave this on like this for another 1 hour because I want to leave. I need to leave the house for a bit, otherwise I'm gonna get crazy. You see, I can't even talk properly. Now, thing is, so I'm going out for a drink, what I wanna say. I'm not gonna remove the makeup, but I need to blot this thing. Thank God it's dark already outside, so nobody will be able to see. Here's the thing. Definitely looking really nice here on my forehead, here, but definitely cakey here and here. Now here on my chin the foundation is almost gone, to be honest with you. Not only gone, you can't really see, but it's like so textured, really, this area of my skin. Even this part here, which is so weird because it doesn't usually happen with many foundations. And here in between my brows, it's just like this. I really need to do filler honestly. I don't think any foundation can deal with this. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm torn, to be honest with you. The thing is that even if I blot, it will still look cakey. Plus, it's missing from my chin, almost. And I didn't wear mask. Oh, and here is missing a small bit on my nose. And I didn't wear a mask at all today. So, yeah. Oh well, we'll see how the Essence one goes on tomorrow. And see how it lasts. And I'm going out for a drink and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's time for the last foundation in the bottle. And this is the Pretty Natural foundation from Essence. Now, mine is in the shade 070 and I'm completely, it's a warm cashew. And when I tried this winter time, not winter time, but yeah, it was earlier this year, it was too light for me, which means that it will be even lighter now when I got a bit of color. I have to mix it this time with a drop of the dark foundation mixer from NYX. By the way, my eyes are extremely swollen today just because it's so hot again. And I woke up, my eyes were so puffy. I did the color perfect. It's not darker than I need. It's actually my perfect match right now. And I hope that these foundation mixers from NYX are still available, really. Okay, coverage is medium, definitely medium. You can still see my two blobs of pigmentation here. Anyway, it's a Pretty Natural foundation, hence the name, so it shouldn't be full coverage anyway. The tiniest bit weird on my nose, but every once in a while my nose gets weird. I mean, it doesn't want to take any product anyway, so I'm not gonna blame the foundation. Not bad, to be honest with you. I definitely prefer the True Skin so far. I mean, like for initial application, True Skin better than this one. This one then looks a bit drier in certain areas of my face, which is so weird. I'll finish off my makeup and I'll come back to you to see how everything applied on top of the foundation. Did I have any problems? And you know the drill. Guys, this is how the foundation looks after I finish off my makeup. I didn't have any problems applying anything on top of the foundation, but I still have to say that even with my finished makeup look and with my eyes finished, you know, and bronzer and blush and all of that, my skin still looks a bit, it's not exactly my skin, but better, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't say it makes my pores more visible or my scars more visible. I hope that in few hours it's gonna look maybe better than now, because now it's somehow, it's not that it's sitting on top of my skin, but it just is sitting weirdly on my skin in somehow, some way, and I don't even know how to describe this. We're about to find out. Anyway, guys, see you in 6 hours with the update. 6 hours mark with the Essence foundation, and you can obviously see that I'm not as oily as usually compared to the other foundations. But now one thing I have to mention is I'm coming in and out all of the time from this room, and the aircon is still working from the, like, about lunchtime when I started filming. Now I don't know if that's the reason. And that weird way that foundation was sitting before that is not, I mean, it's definitely melted into my skin and it doesn't sit so weirdly on my skin. I don't know what to say. Fact is a fact though. It doesn't, it's not caking, it's not missing anywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna switch off the aircon because I don't need to do anything in this room anymore. I will move to the other room and see what will happen in the next few hours and see what will be the situation in the 10 hours mark. But so far, this one is the winner and I didn't expect that. Guys, this is so weird. I came back on the 10 hours mark. I have the feeling that I really look yellow in my small, like, viewfinder. I don't have my laptop with me now. I hope I don't. If I do, I'll try to tone down the yellows. I don't know, every once in a while my camera gets crazy with the white balance. I'm really surprised from the foundation. If you remember, I explained to you that what is like pushing me off from this foundation is the shade range and the shade generally. I don't look as oily as when I was wearing the Catrice foundation and as I was wearing when I was wearing the Revolutin foundation. And the thing is that my face looks oily, but it doesn't look cakey, and the foundation is not missing from any part of my face. The sides of my face look glowy, but in the nice way. The center of my face looks oily, but if I just tap, you know, like blot with a paper, I think it's gonna look really nice. So guys, I decided that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wear this tomorrow again from the morning. I will be out and about and it's really, really hot again. There won't be any air conditioning around, and I will come back to you the next day when I'm gonna wrap up my thoughts, you know, and let you know if this is the real winner, or maybe, you know, after 6 hours with the heat it was the same thing like the other ones. So far this one holds up the best, but stay until the end of the video too, so we can find out together which one is the winner finally. Hey guys, I'm back so we can wrap up this video for the foundation war. First of all, I'm really sorry for the bad quality of the audio in my last clip. When I was sitting and editing, I realized that I pressed the recorder but I forgot to press the mic, the button of the mic, so I was talking to myself, obviously. I mean, it was recording, but it was recording nothing. Anyway, surprise surprise, the next day, as promised, I wore the Pretty Natural foundation again for the whole day. So I applied the foundation, the same thing. It was looking a bit dry upon application immediately. Then I filmed whatever I filmed. I had to film an eye look, and then I left the room, and for the whole day I wasn't sitting anywhere near air condition. Now we went out and about. It was really hot and humid, and because my boyfriend knew that I'm testing out the foundation, you know, I told him what happened and all of that. So I was asking him the whole day, like, how is my foundation? What do you see? Do you see something weird? Do you see something that? I was checking myself in the mirror all of the time, and about the 6 hours mark, we were sitting in a restaurant. You know, he told me that I look a bit shiny. He said shiny. I was looking a bit oily, but same thing, guys. I wasn't as oily as with the True Skin from Catrice, or as oily and cakey as with the Revolutin foundation. So all in all, guys, funny enough, on the 6 hours mark yesterday, no air condition, this was still doing better than the other two. So we're gonna wrap up this video by saying that for my, and by the way my eye is watering, for my biggest surprise, honestly, because I was so, you know, annoyed from the shade situation with this foundation, that I wore it a few times after and then I just stopped wearing it. Anyway, third place is going to the Hydrate, Conceal and Hydrate from Revolutin. This, I believe, is better and best for people with normal to dry skin, or maybe just dry skin. Then second place goes to the True Skin Foundation from Catrice, and that as well, I believe, is gonna be best for normal, maybe slightly oily skin, but not as oily as mine. Obviously the winner in today's foundation war is gonna be Essence Pretty Natural. I definitely had to be more like, I mean, I'm surprised as well, as much as you probably, even though I have to say that I still don't find this foundation to make something amazing or my skin, but really much better and all of that jazz. But from the three of them, this one holds best. That's why it's winning its first place. What I decided to do is I will go and get some of these small containers. We have a shop here selling them, and I decided that from now on, let me know down in the comments if that's gonna be helpful for you. I know that not all of you have oily skin like mine, so the point of my channel is not only helping people with normal skin. That's why I was testing these foundations as well. So I decided that from now on, I will just like do samples for like a full week, and I will give them to my to some of my friends, my mom, my sister. I will be giving them from all of the foundations I buy, just so they can let me know how these foundations work for their skin, just because most of them have normal skin and some of them straight dry skin. So as soon as I have some information from them, I will update you for their opinions as well. So guys, I hope you had a nice time. Thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful mainly, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.